Hi everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. I think today I feel like screwing around with a little two-stroke. I bought this thing at the auction. It's a Homelite gas hedge trimmer. Made in the USA, it says. It also says on it, runs. I bet you I just got bamboozled. Anyway, we're going to see if we can find out if it actually will run. My win and loss record with little two-stroke engines is not too good. And I keep swearing to myself that I'll never buy anything with a little two-stroke engine at the auction, and then I buy more things with little two-stroke engines. Anyway, let's see what happens. First thing I'm going to do is dump out whatever in the world that is that's in there and put some fresh stuff in. Step one, it's full of gas. Another thing I noticed, the entire air filter assembly is missing from it, but one thing at a time, I guess. I'm going to go on the Google and see if I can find a manual or something for this. I'll be right back. Well, no luck on that, but I was able to send Homelite a request directly. So let's see if they send me a manual. They do have quite a selection of manuals on their website, but I guess this guy is just too old. At least here we got the model number, the serial number. That's good. Now, I don't see a primer bulb on it anywhere, so I'm not sure if it has a choke or what it does. Anyway, we'll see. I'm going to give it a few yanks and maybe squirt some gas down the carby and see if we can get her to come to life. All right, so the engine seems to be healthy, and it does have spark. If I spray a little ether in it, it fires right up. But I did that repeatedly, and it won't pick up fuel from the tank. So I guess there's something wrong with whatever little impulse thing the fuel pump relies on. So we're going to, I guess, take the carburetor apart and see if we see anything wrong in there. Got the carburetor off. It's a Zama carburetor. And it does have a number on it. I saw a number right there, if that means anything. I'm going to go see what I can find out about this. I took the carburetor apart and didn't really find anything. It is nice and clean inside. But what I did find was the pump diaphragm was like that, sitting on there this way, and I think it needs to be this way. So I'm going to put it back together, flipped over, and we'll see what happens. Luckily, this thing is easy to take apart. All right, finally found a diagram, and it goes like that. Gasket first. Now we'll put it together and see what happens. Now we can bolt it back on. How the heck does this go? I don't even remember. Oh, it goes like that. I'm sure of it. Good. Now we get our lines on. Then maybe this thing will pump fuel now, eh? That'll be pretty cool. Then I'll see if I can find an air breather for it. That's the wrong screwdriver. There. Now we just hook up the throttle cable. Trying to get this cable through this darn tiny little hole. Oh, almost got it. Stand by. All right, I had to turn the video off there for a sec because I was concerned there may be some epic swearing by the time I got the cable through that little ferrule or whatever you call it there. So anyway, I've reoriented the pump. Whether I've achieved anything or not, I don't know. But I'm going to have a go now and try and get this thing fired up. And yes, I'm going to cheat. If it's going to pick up fuel, it'll pick up fuel. I don't know how soon they're supposed to start once they pick up fuel, but... What do you think, people? I just don't see anything in the line here, eh? I don't know, I might have got some in there. I certainly got a bunch down my arm. Maybe it needs just a little help to get over that... Now I saw fuel moving in these lines. Okay. Maybe we're on to something here now. Bizarre. Well, we'll keep trying. That's the most I got it to run yet. It just doesn't want to stay running. Well, it looks like this carburetor needs a kit or something. I looked around. You can buy a gasket kit for it for like $8 or something. So, what the heck? For $8, I'll try it. If it doesn't work, so what? It's $8. So, I'm going to order that, and I'll be back when it shows up. I've got the kit, finally, to rebuild the carburetor, which is, I'm pretty sure, is all that's wrong with this thing. Another problem that we had was I only had this part of the air cleaner. So, the other day I was driving and somebody down the street had thrown an old weed whacker out in their garbage. And I looked and it had a complete air cleaner with the choke and everything on it. So I said, that looks like it'll fit my hedge trimmer. So I grabbed it and I took the thing off and there it is. All I had to do was, I had to make one mounting screw longer. That was easy. We just cut the screw and brazed a little section into it and it's all good. So now that we know that fits, we're going to take this all apart again and we'll rebuild the carburetor. I took the carburetor apart and put some gaskets and stuff from this kit in it. And yeah, no, I didn't show you me doing that because I'm kind of lost with these little things. I don't want to make a fool of myself. So anyway, now we're going to put a little fuel in it and see if it'll go. Well, I don't believe it, but somehow I fixed it. It runs. I think I got to slow the idle speed down a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Now I'm going to go and trim some hedges with it. See how it works. It might need to be sharpened yet. So that was cool. Went out and cut a few weeds and stuff with it and trimmed up my burning bush hedge a little bit. And it seems to work just fine. So we can put this on the shelf with our other two-stroke stuff, and when we need it, we can put it to work. Well, I guess that's a wrap on that one. We got our little hedge trimmer all fixed up, and it's back in business. Anyway, thanks for tuning into this episode of the Claremont Classic Garage. I hope you'll tune into future ones. You can always go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It helps us grow our channel. So again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. So long.